Und damit willkommen zurück zu The Great Ace Attorney. Results 2 Chronicles, meine Lieben. Mal schauen, was jetzt noch auf uns zukommt, bevor wir die Gerichtsverhandlung überhaupt anfangen. Yes, much obligate Gregson is slowly lot at the yard are just doing what we can in the shadows of the great detective Jones, of course. Oh boy. Well then, Professor Shadowbrain, this is it. Today we are going to lay all this the rest at last. I wish you the best of luck, Professor. I suppose he'll be in here today, will be Drebber. Yes, we expect the prosecution to summon him as a witness. I'm still amazed that you managed to find him just one day. I really want you both so much. Control and the defendant. The trial is about to resume. Kindly make your way into the courtroom at once. This is the final chapter. Funny. My heart's racing a little. I've not felt this before, actually. This strange foreboding is something going to happen in this trial that I'm not ready for. Ich bin auch nicht bereit. Das kann ich ja auch mal so sagen. Rianoska, das kann ich dir auf jeden Fall sagen. But I can't let that distract me from the only thing that really matters. By finding the truth. Ja, wir werden auf jeden Fall die Wahrheit finden. So viel steht definitiv fest. 24. Oktober, 9:30 Uhr macht der Frühstückshaus, I guess. The Old Bailey Courtroom. In the name of Her Majesty, the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session again. We resume the public hearing of all but Hairbrain here present who stands accused of murder. Are the consuls for the prosecution and defendants ready to proceed? The prosecution ready, my lord. The defense is ready, my lord. Ach ja, heute hat er ja noch einen Beistand, was ja von vor gut 2 Parts oder so, wann das so genau war, der Fall sein, was er uns gesagt hat, dass das der Fall sein wird. Dementsprechend, mal schauen, ob sich dann da noch die Wahrheit definitiv noch herausstellen wird, I guess. Also dementsprechend spannend wird es auf jeden Fall, muss man fairerweise sagen. His promised Lord von Six has his apparent ties with him. His parent ties with memory loose. Dementsprechend, if I may, Lord von Six. Yes, my lord. There appears to be someone standing at your side. Ah, yes, apparent ties and assistance. The prosecution will believe today's proceedings will see the complexity of this case rise considerably. Ach Leute, das ist eine neue Animation. Ist ja auch mal schön zu sehen, I guess. I therefore instructed by my assistant to ensure the smooth running of this trial. Ich will jetzt mal fairerweise was nachschauen. Was fairerweise sagen. Ich bringe jetzt bloß fairerweise die Grafik in den Tab öffnen. Da habe ich eigentlich nur noch einen richtigen Link dann dafür. Aber dafür will ich dann schon sagen, so, insofern das Spiel hier zulässt, muss man sagen. And the smooth running of liquid refreshment by the look of it. The way the host says, the way the moves. Couldn't be anyone else. But he's still suffering from amnesia, so there's really nothing we can do at the moment. I know, but this is so very hard. All the appeals the prosecution has done a fine job in responding at the demands of the court made yesterday. I understand you have successfully secured the engineer who disappeared from the sense on the day in question. Nein, das war das Falsche. Da muss das hat hier gewesen sein. Könnte rein hypothetisch ist mal so gesagt. Es könnte ja wirklich vom Mundwinkel her wirklich mal jetzt für mich besser machen. Könnte vom Mund her wirklich ja fast der Fall sein, muss man sagen. Dementsprechend nur mal so viel dazu. Ich wollte das eigentlich bloß mal nennenswerterweise mal so verglichen haben. Dementsprechend nur mal so wie dazu. Yes, my lord, I intended to call him as a witness shortly. Very good, very good. Now then, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, who have been chosen at random to present the will of the people in the courtroom today. Are you ready and willing to proceed? Of course, my lord. I'm sure we'll all understand the importance in doing our CV duty. I too so despise deceptions and the side I find. So it's very wearing to take a man's life with a conjuring trick. It is against the match. It's code not to maintain the law. Any fake signs feel the wrath of God if you ask me. And he had to listen to what's said on the both sides face the fence and then settle on me. That isn't it. Wasn't like this in my day. Wasn't like this at all. Das könnte noch heiter werden. Ja, das kann ich jetzt schon mal fairerweise sagen. If all parties are ready to proceed, you may begin, Lord von Sig. Dementsprechend. Before I do, Lord Zeus, A report I must read to the court. Yesterday at the great exhibition grounds, the evidence of premier importance in this case. This super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine, which was installed on the experimentation stage, was deliberately verdammt, was what? Das war an explosion und der das war so rumschießen gekriegt, okay. This is an outrage. Yes, I heard this grave news yesterday. Scotland Yard submitted a report to my office in the evening. I read that machine was placed to Smith at the south and the wreck age reduced to ash in the flames. I have here a photography print of the sense taken in the wake of the explosion. It shows what little remains of the machine. Yes, a terrible business. Das scheint irgendwie offen zu sein, I guess. He did it to destroy the evidentity. Had enough Drebber. The court will take this print as evidence console. Jetzt kann man das sonst jetzt auch mal anschauen, fairerweise. The late yesterday afternoon, doch immer gleich weiter. So, und hier irgendwas nennenswertes das mal. Sieht aber nicht so aus, als wenn wir jetzt nennenswerterweise irgendwas hier untersuchen könnten oder anklicken könnten. Okay. The predictions effort to the machine by the Special Disposition for Scientific Equipment Act was revoked. However, before a broad investigation could begin, the invention was obliterated from existence. As such, this will become a very different trial. Der mysteriös, aber okay. As it stands now, with no evidence on which to draw meaningful conclusions, the authenticity of the kinesis machine will remain forever in obscurity. Indeed, a most unfortunate state of as. However, the thing remains clear. The victims was a result of the actions of the accused. That was that we can the curtain, for it was the accused himself who was operating the machine and who ultimately caused it its loss of control. As Lot von 6 rightly says, is a very differently trial now. The accused accept a responsibility for this part in the events of the transpired. He's acknowledged that as man died as a result of the accidents caused by the machine's malfunction. However, unbeknownst the professor, he was being deliberately disguised entschuldigt, by a pair of very clever fraudsters. Names, Consul, if you please. The engineer, Mr. Enoch, Drebber, and him, victim himself, Mr. Odi Earthman. So what exactly we are those two men after behind the defendant's back? The defense intends to expose the information thus establishing the unquestionable innocence of the defendant. Thank you, Consul. The position of the prosecution defense have been clearly stated. Note von 6, summon your first witness, please. At once, my lord. The prosecution calls the engineer, Mr. Enoch, Drebber, to the stand. Da quasi den Herrn, den wir ja eingesammelt haben, noch im letzten Part, muss man sagen. Dementsprechend, er hat bestimmt spaßig mit den werten Herren. State your name and occupation for the court. Name Enoch, Drebber, occupation. Hard to pin down, I would say. He said, oh, you too, so one. Your file indicates that you are currently being investigated in connection with another case. The theft of a Oxford model is it most extraordinary sounding business, but as it has no bearing on this trial, I assure you, cleave it from your mind. Your family with the public experiment carry it out at the great exhibition some days ago. The Kutz Super High Voltage instantaneous kinesis demonstration is you cold. They said I am aware of it. There was a terrible accident, wasn't it there? It was you, Mr. Enoch, Drebber. Constructions, the first machine used in experiment. Or so your investigations indicate. Can you confirm your involvement? Yes, I construct it in precise accordance with the blueprints, but that's all. Then the court would be very interested to hear your thoughts about the machine, I'm sure. An amazing device, if you ask me. Pinnacle of modern science, making instantaneous kinesis a reality. It'll taste what? Good creatures. Do you mean to say that the experiment was bona fide? Is it your belief, sir? Yes, that is very much my belief. Such a waste that it blew up. But we have already established the machine was nothing more than a probe for an elaborate conjuring trick. Oh, die werden ja jetzt schon mit einspringen, muss ich. Wie jetzt dann das beim ersten Kreuzfeuer dann hier sein bei den werten Herren. Das will ich mal so nennenswert, aber ist jetzt mal in den Raum stellen, I guess. Ups. Ich hab das wieder nicht vorgelesen, Idiot. Was bin ich auch für ein Vollidiot gefühlt? All set was the show during yesterday proceedings. This that the same cold outcome could have been produced by means of stage tricky. The defense merely professed a method and demonstrated its feasibility, nothing more. But we have procrastinated long enough. I feel witness you will now give your formal testimony about the machines that you construct was the purpose of the demonstration at the great exhibition. Understood. Oh boys, das ist was die erste nennenswerte Aussage von ihm und man muss mal fairerweise sagen, wird wahrscheinlich auch nicht die letzte gewesen sein, davon gehe ich mal ganz stark davon aus, muss man sagen. Dementsprechend the Kinesis Machine. I meet the young professor approximately 1 year ago through Mr. Esmond's introduction. He provided me with the blueprints and I constructed the machine to the precise specifications. It was no trick. If the rule shows was a fraud, it would have required a body to tell me did the victim have a twin. All the specters of the birdcage appears to prove there's heat and then crash heat first into the crystal tower. Terrible accident, a grateful you perhaps. The science on which the machine was built was flavored somehow. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh man. Body double? That goes without saying, surely. To give the impression that something has moved when in reality it isn't. It's a basic conjuring principle. That deciding cannot be achieved without substituting the original with a fake at some point in the performance. But would I be right in saying you haven't managed to establish anything along those lines? Incidentally, the prosecution has already confirmed that Mr. Esmond had no twin siblings. It's my understanding that his witnesses were versed in conjuring artfulness, but such talents do not indicate that he was actually able to accomplish what he claims, namely the construction of the what by all accounts must have been extremely complex scientific machine. Whatever did you mean? Yesterday proceedings brought the truth nature of your past explosion to light, Mr. Drebber. Indeed it did, my lord. As a swindler who prays an innocent scientist to exalt a legit government, grant many thought conjuring know-how. Yes, it's true that possess considerable knowledge of stage magic, but truly my scientific knowledge more than matches that of any academy in the field. Investigation of the witness workshop attested to that claim, my lord. As evidence, the police found this Royal Society trophy for a young talent in the science fair. Yes, that's true, we spotted and there's ourselves. If our hypothesis is wrong, it can always be forgotten into a physical manifestation with significant skills. So it may have sold the secret of some deceptive voice to sniffling talent scientists in the past. What would you terrify that the explosion of the machine was an unforeseeable accident, or of course a deliberate act of murder carried out by misuse of the science? Ja, und was dabei noch alles herauskommen wird, dies und vieles mehr, das sehen wir am nächsten Mal. Vielen Dank fürs Einschalten und bis zum nächsten Mal. Auf Wiedersehen.